Okay, functions, go ahead and hit pause. I'd like you to do all of this. This is all review, so I would like you to do this as your warm-up. Okay, so for the first one, you should have gotten x cubed minus 1x. So after you combine all your like terms, you get that. And then to multiply, you multiply, this is g, this is f, so you end up with x to the fourth minus x cubed minus 2x squared plus 3x minus 1. And then divide, you do this. But now, we can't factor this. This isn't factorable. Actually, this isn't factorable, and so what we're going to do is we are going to, this isn't factorable in a way that we know how to factor, so we are going to learn how to divide. So you have done division before. So we are going to take this problem and we're going to, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this with all of the terms. So I'm going to rewrite it as x cubed. I don't have an x squared, so I'm going to put plus 0x squared. I do have an x to the first, so minus 2x plus 1. And then I'm going to use all divided by x minus 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Polytope method. So we just did a multiplication problem here. So this times this equals this. And we added all of this, and we combined our like terms, and we got that. So we're going to take that same idea, but we're going to work our way backwards. So I have this, I'm going to have right here, and I'm going to put my x minus 1, and I want whatever's inside my box to multiply, to add up to this. So I'm going to put my first term right here. So this term and this term always go right there. So to figure it out, and I can put my line right here. Here we go. So I need to figure out x times what is going to give me x cubed. Well, that's x squared. And then I multiply x squared times negative 1, and I get negative x squared. So then I have to figure out what to put here. And I go back up here. Well, I want exactly 0x squareds. So I need to figure out what am I going to add to negative x squared to get to 0. I'm going to add an x squared, so that's 0, but I need to figure out what I'm multiplying to get to this number, so x times x is x squared, and then x times negative 1 is negative 1x, but how many negative x's do I have? I actually have 2, and so I want to put a negative x right here, and then x times negative 1 will give me negative x, and negative 1 times 1 is 1, and here I'm going to erase. I wonder if it'll just, here, actually I'll write. So then I don't need all of this right here, right? I had too many lines, so there we go. So then I only needed 1, and I have 1. So this is saying that this times this will get me this answer. And that's correct, right? Because x cubed. So then my answer to this would be x squared plus x minus 1. So that's like division in a nutshell, right? So if I take 8, I divide it by 4, I get 2. 2 times 4 is 8. So this times this equals, so this times this equals this. So we're going to put equals x squared plus x minus 1. So I'm saying this times this equals that. And that would be correct. Okay, so now we're going to do synthetic division. So I would like you to hit pause. The first step to setting up synthetic division is when you set this up, you're going to do, so this is x minus c. So that means an x value to the first degree minus some number. It could be minus 0, but it's going to be a minus a number or plus a number. It could be plus a number as well. But this is what you're looking for. You're looking for a linear term. So the other thing that we want to do is it says include any zeros that were not inserted for missing terms. So we did that here. We have 0x squared. So we're going to do that here. So I'm going to rewrite this one. So So this is going to be x to the 4th. I don't have an x to the cube, so I'm going to put 0x cubed. I don't have an x squared, so I'm going to put 0x squared. I do have an x, so minus 3x plus 5. The next thing that we want to do is that we are going to want to solve for x given this right here. So I'm going to say x minus 4 is equal to 0. I'm going to add 4 to both sides. I get x is equal to 4. So we're going to take this 4, and that's where we're going to put it all the way over here. Okay? So when you set this up, you're going to create like a little L, backwards L, like a box thing right here. And you're going to put your 4 in here. Then we're going to take all the numbers from this, and we're going to put them right next to it. So 1, 0, 0, negative 3, and 5. So the numbers or the coefficients of the dividend. The dividend is what we're dividing, or the numerator, depending on how it looks. So that's the first step. So hit pause and put that in your notes. The next thing that we're going to do is we want to bring down the coefficient to the bottom row. So if we look back over here, we're going to bring down this number to this bottom row underneath it. I like to put a little plus sign there. Oh, and one more thing that you want to add, sorry, I totally forgot. Underneath the last column, we're going to go ahead and put this box here. This is going to be our remainder box. So this is the remainder box. So if we have a remainder, it'll go right there. Okay, so we bring it down. So we bring down the 1. So the leading coefficient is 1 in this instance. So I have a 1. Now what we're going to do is we are going to multiply the 4 times the number beneath. So 4 times 1 equals 4. So we're going to put that 4 right there. And then remember how I said I like to have a plus sign right here, and my remainder box is right there. So now we're going to add 0. Oh, my face is in the way. Okay, so now we're going to add the column created in number 3. So then we do 0 plus 4, which is 4. And then we're going to start that process over again. So then we do 4 times 4, right here, which is 16. 0 plus 16 is 16. 4 times 16 is 64. Negative 3 plus 64 is 61. 4 times 61 is 244. 5 plus 244 is 249. Okay? So now we have all of our numbers. Okay, so step 6 is write out the answer. So here is the answer. What you want to do is, if we look at these numbers right here, my original problem was x to the 4th power plus 0x cubed plus 0x squared plus, oops, sorry, not plus, minus 3x plus 5 divided by x minus 4. That was the original problem. So what this, go ahead and hit pause if you want to write down this, you can. But what we're going to do is we have to figure out what's 1 less than that. Well, that's x cubed. So this turns into 1x cubed. Then we have another 1, then we subtracted 1 from there. So then we get plus 4x squared plus 16x to the 1st power plus 61. And then we have this remainder, this little box right here. This is our remainder. That means that because it's positive, we're going to put a plus. We're going to do 249 over what we were dividing, x minus 4. And that is our final answer. So let's do another one. So that's our answer. So go ahead and hit pause if you wanted to get that in your notes. So if we were to do the problem that we started with, I would rewrite it with any missing terms. So I have x cubed plus 0x squared, just like before, minus 2x plus 1 divided by x minus 1. And then we have to find what x minus 1 is equal to. So I'm going to add 1 to both sides. And I get x is equal to 1. So now I'm going to make this. I put my 1. I'm going to put all the numbers from here right next to it. So I've got 1, 0, negative 2, 1. I'm going to put my plus with the line. My first coefficient, my leading coefficient, comes straight down. So I have 1. 1 times 1, 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Negative 2 minus 1 is negative 1. And 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. My remainder box would be in my last column, so it's right here. 1 minus 1 is 0, which means I do not have a remainder. I look up here, I got to do minus 1, so I have 1x squared plus 1x minus 1 plus a remainder of 0, which I don't need to write down. Now if we go back, so then I'm saying that this answer is equal to x squared plus x minus 1. If we go back a couple of slides to the original problem that we did here, I got x squared plus x minus 1. So see, even doing the synthetic division, it worked. So this is what it would look like if I were giving it to you on the test. I would have you find this. So the first thing you would want to do is do x squared plus 7x plus 13 all over x plus 4. Okay, so we don't have any missing terms, so I can just figure out x plus 4 is equal to 0. I get x is equal to negative 4. And then I can just do my synthetic division. So I have this set up, negative 4, 1, 7, 13. Put my plus so I remember that I'm adding. Drop the 1. My leading coefficient comes straight down. Notice that that happens with both of them. We take the first term in long division and then we do this here. So negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. 7 plus negative 4 is 3. Negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. I'm going to end up with a remainder. So then I have 13 plus negative 12 is 1. So then I look here, I have an x squared, I have to subtract 1, so this is going to be 1x plus 3 plus 1 over x minus 4. So my final answer to this problem is, so this equals x plus 3 plus 1 over x divided by 4, or minus 4. This is my answer. If you have any questions, please let me know. Hopefully you were able to get all that down. We will be practicing this in class tomorrow, so I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.